going to set anything up. We'll get warmed up and then we'll go through it. Let's start laying on your back, guys. We're going to start with snow angels. So knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, and then arms are in that W position. Make sure you find your neutral spine so your low back is going to stay in one place. And then on your exhale, slide those hands along the floor, reaching up overhead. And then pull those elbows back to your sides so you feel your shoulder blades come down your back. And then slide those hands along the ground again. Remember, you want to keep your low back from lifting off the ground as you reach up. Get a nice stretch at the top. Let's do 2 more. All right, now we'll go biphasic hamstring stretch. Straightening your right leg out, pressing that heel into the floor, grabbing behind that left thigh. Go ahead, kick the ceiling, toes down towards your nose. We'll do 6 on each side. And we'll switch. Make sure you press that left heel into the floor and then kick that heel to the ceiling. All right, and then you're going to flip over, hands and knees. Kick that right leg out to the side. We'll do your inner thigh stretch. Rock forward and back just a few times. And then go ahead, keep your hips back there. We'll do reverse thoracic, so left hand behind your ear. Inhale those elbows together. Exhale, open up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you hit that end range. All right, then we'll switch, kicking that left leg out. Make sure you get your back nice and flat, and then go ahead and rock forward and back. All right, then keep your hips back there and go ahead and do your thoracic on the right. What are you doing down here? Let's go one more. All right, and then from here, you're gonna go world's greatest stretch. So you can get there however you want, but you guys know world's greatest. You're gonna do 1 on each side. I'll talk you through it just in case you need it. So right foot's forward, right elbow to right ankle. Lift your chest, rotate and open up. And then right hand's gonna go outside that foot, straighten your front leg. And then you'll step back to a plank. You go to down dog to make it easy to switch. Kick that left foot forward. And then left elbow to ankle. Twist. And then straighten that front leg. Go back to down. And relax. All right. Now we're going to go on your back one more time. Single leg bridge, 6 each side. Hold that bridge for 1 second at the top. This is where you want to try to get your mind muscle connection to that glute so you actually feel the butt cheek doing the work. And we'll switch. All right, next up we're gonna go hip stretch, or not stretch, sorry, she's distracting me. All right, right leg straight, left knee is in towards your chest, and we're gonna do a little breathing and ab activation and hip flexor activation. So press your hands into your knee, full breath in and out. And on those out breaths, you wanna contract your core. 5 breaths each leg. And then switch. If you're doing that correct, you should feel the hip flexor activate as well as your abdominals. Once you guys are done your 5 breaths, you can stand up. Inchworms. We'll do 4 or 5. Walk out to a plank. And walk your feet in without bending your knees. Go ahead, finish out this last rep. And we're going to kind of move through these quickly. You're going to go squat, knee to chest. You can do any of these walking forward or just standing in place. Really drive down through the heel of that standing leg so you can feel the glute activate. And then once you're even, switch it to hip stretch, grabbing under the knee over the ankle. We'll go one more each side. And you're going quad stretch, heel to butt. Just grab right hand, right foot, because if you grab with the opposite hand, it can twist up your knee. Let's go last one. All right, and then we're going to go lateral lunge to balance. Just lift up that knee. If you can go straight out to that lunge, straight up to balance. 5 on each side. Very nice. Okay, next, single leg deadlift, airplane to knee hug. 5 on each leg. Should be the last one or so. All right, and then 2 leg bounce forward. Remember, you can let the heels hit the floor. 10 forward, 10 backwards, 10 left, right, when you're ready. All right, and then going, 1 second. All right, going into your skip and get your skip in place and then go forward, backwards, left, right. I would do a couple laps forward, backwards, guys, in the apartment. Nice, push, push, pushing off that floor. Very good. And then you can say everybody can go lateral. Get your big. Keep the feet from crossing, so hips stay, hips don't rotate on this one. Push, 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 push. Can you feel the glutes working in this? 3, 2, and rest. And then we'll do butt kicks, bringing your heels straight up butt kicks. You can do that running forward, or you can do it in place if you don't have a big space. Go ahead. Heels to butt. Turn into a high knee. Come on, get those arms going with those legs. And rest, side shuffles. Keeping those feet hip width apart. Get low, get those hips low. There you go. Oh, these, you guys better watch you don't knock heads. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, everybody feeling warmed up?
Yep, yeah.
Okay. I think Dave, Double Dave, you guys can probably use your couch, I believe, for some of this. You're gonna, and Tom, you're gonna need your step.
Okay.
You wanna get that set up real quick, and then we'll start the, all right, we're good to go. We're gonna do 5 drop squats, 2 leg to 2 leg, 5 to the right leg, 5 to the left leg. Ready? You can do them on your own. Just make sure you stick the landing for a second. Good. Okay. Nice work, everybody. Now we're going to do our depth drops. So I think you guys can stand off on the couch. I don't think it's that high. It doesn't look that high. Step off, land in your athletic position. We'll do about 8 reps. If you don't feel comfortable, obviously you could just do a regular drop squat. Yep, try to get both feet hit the ground at the same time. All right, everybody rest after this next one. Okay, rest. All right, we're gonna do another set. This time, when you guys, as soon as your feet hit the floor, you do not move any lower. You're not gonna continue to sink. So it needs to be a stickier stick. Some of you guys are going like, and then sitting a little into it. Once your feet are hitting the floor, you're done moving. Hips catch you. Go ahead. Yes. Dave. Very good. Yeah, you can still probably afford to sit your hips back a bit more. Yes. Perfect. Nice, Tom. One or two more. Good, and rest. Take a break for a second, and then we're gonna do one more set. That looks much better, much cleaner. So this is just teaching you to absorb force. Say you trip, fall, well, never mind, I'm not even gonna go into that. Okay, go ahead again. Last set of drop squats. Or off the chair, or off the bench, I'm sorry. Depth drops, I misspoke. Good, paying attention, Tom.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah! Sorry, after I said it, I was like, I hope he doesn't think I'm being rude. No,
Just having fun.
Yeah, do should tell some.
Do like 2 more and then you guys should be good. Okay, reps. Do you feel your hips catching you now a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we want. And when we're doing vertical jumps and stuff, it's the same exact thing. You're trying to let the hips absorb that force. All right, so we're done with all that stuff. Now we are going to do our strength training. So we are going to do 3 exercises. Dave Jr., do you have a stability ball?
No.
Okay, that's fine. We can do without it. We're going to have 3 exercises, so we'll need your bands, your kettlebells, just have everything. Because I kind of figured it would be us, so all right. So our first exercise is we're sticking with the reverse lunges, 8 reps. You can use a kettlebell or band. We can be flexible, but you want to choose something that is going to be fatiguing for 8 reps. Okay, we'll just do this and then we'll do the next exercise. All right, so the best way is probably to start on your weaker leg forward, and then you're going to squat down or lunge down. And then I would cross those arms, get that band in place, and then you can stand up from there. It's a much easier way to get into it. All right, so then we'll build our tension, lats, abs, foot is screwed in, reverse lunge, 8 reps on each leg. Little pause once you're down, and then stand up quick. Nice work. Okay, very good. Now you're going to do a bent. Oh, sorry. Okay. Next, if we have space for everybody to do this, we're going to do a bent over row. You might be able to do it. One of you could do a kettlebell. One of you could do a band. It's going to be a single arm row. Hinge over. Eight reps. Want to go with a heavier band to hit those 8 reps. Go ahead when you're ready. Tom, just lift your chest up a little bit.
So she can see.
Nice, Dave. That looks good. Nice, Dave Jr. Good job building tension. Looking good, Tom. Nice. All right, and then next you're gonna go with the stability ball, Tom, if you have it near, and everybody else, you don't need it, you can just do. Let me show you with the ball, and then I'll show you without. So you're gonna do your dead bugs with the Both hands straight up in the air, both knees up over your hips, and then you'll exhale and take one hand, one foot to the floor. And let's just do the same side. So do 6 to 8 on your right and then 6 to 8 on your left. If you don't have a ball, you will use your hand to press into your opposite knee. And then you just have to work a little bit harder, building tension. Yeah, so hand on the opposite knee. And then just like we practice in our warm-ups, you want to exhale and squeeze those abs as you reach out. Nice, Tom, that looks really good. Make sure the low backs are not lifting off the ground. Nice. Looking good, everybody. Thumbs up, you feel the core working?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, then we're back to the beginning, and we'll kind of roll with this. When you are ready, you can go. If you need to take a short breather, you don't have to rush. If your band is, if you could do 12, 15 reps, you got to go with a heavier band. All right, 8 each leg, build your tension, and then go. Little pause, and then explode. That chest up. Yeah, try to keep your elbows parallel to the floor. Nice work. Bunches, okay? Your bent over rows. Dave Jr., is that kettlebell heavy enough for you for 8 reps?
I can probably do like 10 or 12. Should I just up it?
Yeah, and let's slow it down too. So go up 1 Mississippi and then a nice like 3-second lower. Up.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice job building tension. Dave, lift your chest up a little bit. There you go. Hold those shoulder blades down and back. Nice work. Then you go to your dead bugs. No rush. Six to 8 each side. If you feel clicking or anything in your hip, you want to try to avoid feeling that clicking. So you might need to shorten your range of motion a little or change the path of your leg or shoulder. Keep putting pressure into that leg. Very nice. Grab a drink when you're done. Move around a little. Okay, one more round when you guys are ready. Make sure you set yourself up so elbows are up parallel to the floor. Unless that hurts. Little pause and explode. Nice work. Last leg. Build your tension. Nice work, Tom. Nice, Dave. I can see you moving your shoulder blade. Looks good. Was that better, Dave Jr.?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You have to ask Santa for the heavier set. Finish strong. All right, nice work, everybody. Lots of single-sided stuff tonight. Next up, we have 3 exercises. We're gonna do your single leg hip thrust. So that is gonna be this. I think your couch will work, David, but we can always see. So one leg is slightly lifted off the ground, And then we'll drive through that heel, hold the hip for 1 Mississippi, come back down, 1 Mississippi. So we'll do that, and then you're gonna go, we'll do a single arm overhead press with the kettlebell. And then we're gonna do single anti-rotation. And we're gonna go split stance and back knee is hovered. And then we'll press. I'll explain that one a little bit more once we get there, but just so you have an idea. Okay, for the hip thrust, Tom, if you want to do it on the back, on your floor, totally fine if you have that issue again. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'll start. I'll see how it is.
okay. Yeah, David, I think you're coordinating because you guys won't be able to do the same exercise at the same time. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Everything is, the bridges are 6 to 8, overhead presses are 8, and then the anti-rotation is like 10 to 12. Go ahead when you're ready.
So it's just pushing up.
Yep. And I want you to put that butt all the way down on the ground and then drive up again.
Yeah.
I'm going to just do everybody differently because we're all kind of doing different things. Now, Tom, you don't have that one foot sitting on the other foot, do you?
I do.
Yeah, tricky there. You only got to do 6, so that should be 6.
We're going to see this one. This one's at 40. Lower to 35.
Keep your eyes over on the wall straight ahead of you, Tom. Don't drop your head back. David, half kneel. Yeah, that way it forces you to keep your posture. Yeah. Press and then pull that back down to your shoulder.
Which leg? Which one? The one with the leg out has the barbell, or the other one?
Other one. Yes. Yeah. Remember when you're overhead pressing, push it, pull it back down. Press it up, pull it back down. Okay, nice. Build your tension before you start your overhead pressing. Yep, that looks good, Dave. And Dave Jr., you have your back knee up off the ground, right?
Oh, yeah. I do now.
Okay. Well, I was like, I'll explain it when we get there, but now everybody's separate, so. Good, Tom. Yeah. And then, David, if you can get your butt to touch the floor in between your reps, ideally that's what you do. Yeah. Because then it forces you to stop and restart. Stop and re-engage. after it, Tom. I like it. All right, take a little breather, then you'll restart. They're still finishing round one, Tom, but if you want to go, if you're good, go ahead. If you want to take a little more rest, you can do that as well. You want to be like recovered enough that you can give it a, 90, 95%. Keep your eyes on the wall over there, like across the room, whatever's in front of you. Try putting your foot not so close to your butt. There you go. Good, David. That was right. Pull it in front of you. Dave, try to get your butt all the way down in between those reps if you can. That way it forces you to re-engage, restart. Looks good, Tom. Nice, Dave. Well done. Nice work, David. Push it up, pull it down. Nice, Dave. Looking good on those presses. Good work, Tom. Start in your split stance before you go into the press. Make sure you start with your posture correct. And then just press straight up off the floor and then do your anti-rotations. You can always keep your knee on the ground and do your anti-rotations. Okay. Here we go. Whenever you guys are ready, you can do your last round. Deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, if that heart rate gets high. Tom, keep your eyes on the wall in front of you. Whatever's straight ahead of you. Yes. Nice, Dave. Solid pressing. Very good. There you go, Tom. Good work. Almost done. The good thing is we don't have anything after this, so we're done. Dave, did that pressing feel good?
Yeah. I'm getting the technique a bit better now.
It looked way more comfortable, very smooth. I mean, as comfortable as overhead pressing is ever going to be, you know. Nobody ever wants to overhead press. I mean, there's probably some weirdo out there, but. All right, so we got a little separated here. So the double Daves, if you guys want to do one exercise again, you can pick and just do one more round of whichever exercise you want.
I'll do the exercises.
Nice tall posture, Tom. Get that head up. There you go. All right, guys, finish everything out nice and clean. Remember, the closer you are to the wall, the easier that anti-rotation is.
I was going to ask because I thought Tom was ahead of us. I actually also thought this.
Yeah, he was, but then you guys kind of switched. How are you feeling, Tom?
Okay.
You're not getting that dizzy feeling, are you?
Nope. No, I'm
Okay.
not dizzy.
Okay, good. All right, should we do one more thing? I feel like we should. Anything anybody wants to do in particular? No? Okay, hold your gap, all right, let me think of something here quick. Let's do, we'll do one set of crawling. Okay, this is gonna burn out the shoulders and the legs. If you need to modify, you just drop to your knees, okay? So we will do all types of crawling for 60 seconds. Again, if you need to make it easier, just go back to a regular bear crawl with your knees on the ground. Let me get this out of the way so I can actually crawl. So I'll do it with you, and then I can demonstrate the different types of crawls. All right. So we'll just do 1 minute. Crawling variations, all sorts types of things. This is really good for shoulders, abs, stability in the hips, coordination of hips and shoulders. All right, let's do regular bear crawls, forward, backwards. Here we go. And remember, you can always just come to a regular hands and knee crawl. Let's go lateral. Switch directions. Inchworms. All right, and then you're gonna go inchworms, go to a down dog, and then you're gonna bear crawl. So keep your hips up and crawl. For 3, 2, and rest. That's it. That was a minute. Go ahead, grab a drink, and then we'll stretch. And we'll start stretching. Let's start standing. We're going to start with your bicep forearm stretch. And this will help stretch out that whole wrist, forearm, chest. So you're going to stand beside a wall. And you want to put your hand against that wall about shoulder height. And then take your fingertips back and down. Now your hand is like that. Your thumb is facing behind you. And then you would gently twist away from the wall. And you should feel that stretch all in the chest. Make sure your thumb is facing behind you. The flatter your hand is on that wall, obviously the more intense it's going to be. So you can always just back your hand up off the wall. You do not have to have a flat palm. All right, relax. Let's switch sides. Hand to shoulder height. Take your fingertips back and around so they're facing down. And then gently twist away from the wall. Make sure your thumb is pointing behind you. All right, and then you can rest. All right, let's do your standing quad stretch. If you want to hold on to something, you can. You're just going to grab your foot, pull it to your butt. You're going to hold this for like 30 seconds, so just hang out and relax. Kind of funny, I trained the female homes today. I did Magda and Katie today at lunch.
How much better did they do than us?
I can't share that kind of information.
It's understandable.
Switch. You better watch out for your mom though. She's strong.
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
she's
yeah.
becoming best in class.
Yes. Like she's doing the full push-ups now.
Yeah.
All right, relax. And then you're gonna go child's pose. Well, sit those hips all the way back towards the heels of your feet. Reach those arms out over your head so you get a nice stretch in that lower back. And then walk your hands to the left so you feel that stretch in your right lat. You can tilt your armpit closer to the floor so you feel the stretch maybe down into the glute. And I want you guys just to take a nice deep breath there. And then walk your hands to the other side. Reaching out through that left hand. Nice deep breaths into that side. And then come back to center. And we're gonna flip through, sit on your butt. We'll do your hamstring stretch with your legs out front. Toes up towards your nose, nice tall posture. First, we're stretching the hamstrings, so you're gonna inhale, reach up. And then exhale from your hip, lean forward. And you don't wanna like completely round over because it's really not gonna stretch your hamstrings anymore. You wanna try to get your butt bone and your heel of your foot as far away from each other as you can. Keep taking nice deep breaths. As you exhale, you can kind of relax into it a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead, bend the knees. Now we're gonna do low back. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, and you'll do the same thing. Inhale, reach up. This time, fold all the way forward and let that head hang towards your knees. And then you can come on up. And you guys are good to go. Nice work.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Nikki.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it might have felt a little intense.